Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How was your Valentine's? Was it a good one? Mine was good. I just was laying around like a hairball because I didn't feel good. Like I felt so like my stomach was hurting and to church. I went to my grandma's church that she went to before the one she would go to every Sunday or every day of the week. They would go every day. And she actually got married there. She got remarried there. So I went to that church because it was the anniversary of her death. So, and then I went to a birthday party Saturday. So I was eating foods that I'm not used to eating, at my ripe old age. So I was just like, I couldn't even I was just there, just ready to lay out. Anyway, so I hope you had a good day. Valentine's has always been bad for me, only because, like I've mentioned before, I've always bought my own gifts, or I've always given a list, believe this or not, and I say this in old videos. With my last relationship, I literally would give a list of what I wanted because they didn't know what to get me because they didn't, they weren't sure or whatever. Or just, it's easier if you just tell somebody. So I would literally give a list of what I wanted. Sometimes I would get everything on the list, which I was only expecting one. But, yeah, and it was with my money. So why can't I say what I want? Anyway, so I just wanted to come on here really fast and talk really quickly because it's kind of sad. Because I make these videos so that people will learn from my mistakes. I'm an open book. Apparently, everybody knows everything about me, credit score and everything. So I make these videos so y'all will learn. I'll look like the dumbass. So you will learn. And I always acknowledge my mistakes and stuff like that. But why are people harping on it is what I want to know. Oh, I didn't realize there's so many perfect people in the world. I had no idea. But yeah, any little chance for backhanded comment, they're there. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I just, because anytime anybody's willing to just automatically point the finger at you when you do something wrong, and kind of like the guy from Simpsons, he's like, ha ha. And honestly, these people are more butthurt than I am about the situation. You know what I mean? I think you have bigger fish to fry and you have issues and things that you have to come clean about instead of worrying about little old me. People faking having cancer, having GoFundMes that are fraudulent, hacking into people's accounts, in loveless marriages. People be doing that. People be doing the mostest. But everything comes out in the light, or running your mommy's restaurant to the ground because you would help yourself to the cash register every day without telling her. Yeah. Also, if you don't like somebody, don't follow them on Facebook. Don't. I literally am down to 90 friends. Yeah. Because, people be doing the most. And some people I see what they're doing, but it's not extreme like the other ones. I'm like, okay, get over it. You really need to get over it because I'm not even bothered by it. I'm really not. I'm not even thinking about the situation. I'm not. But I guess if it makes you feel better about your situation and yourself, okay, you go, girl. And guys, because guys are the messiest, I've noticed. It's surprising how many guys are up in my business. It's crazy. It's craziness. Do you not have anything going on in your life, You don't have anything to worry about, you know, instead of worrying about what I'm worrying about, you know? It's just crazy, you know, how many people give a shit about what the fuck I'm doing. Anyways, so it's sad because I would never do that to them, but you know, I just don't understand it, because anytime anybody makes like comments like that or whatever, it's because they have issues with themselves. Because when a person's like content with themselves, you know, they'll wish you well either way. They'll reach out. They'll inbox you. Very few people have inboxed me. Very few. And this situation that I'm going through is known throughout the whole community I live in. Everybody knows about it. And everybody's been deleted off my Facebook. All I have is basically some family. I had to delete some family because playing both sides, like giving information. Like, how old are you? You're like going to be 50 years old. Like, it's not even that deep. It really isn't, you know? It's just crazy, but that's the world we live in. Let it go. And just move on. Move on. That's what I did. So, anyway, try to be nice. And I literally mean it. Like, spread positivity. Do it. Do it. You feel a lot better. You feel lighter. You feel happier. When you're constantly obsessing over people's profiles, it's that's like a burden. Like, you're carrying my so-called burdens I don't have, you know, on you. I'm not thinking about it that much. I'm not. I'm focused on I'm still trying to get my money back from my ex, the shit that I lost. That's what my focus is. And I know a lot of people think that I'm not doing anything, because I know y'all keep tabs on me, but trust me, you will see all this sitting around I do. I'm doing stuff, okay? It's just a work in progress, you know? Don't worry, I'm gonna get my money back. Don't you worry, okay? And for you bitches that are so concerned about my employment, well, if y'all stop contacting the people that I'm going to go work for, I would be able to start a job. But I can't, because that's how these people are embedding themselves in my life, you know, stopping every single thing that I can do, like stopping me from working, stopping me from getting a car. Like, every single thing that can happen has happened, okay? And that's just how it's been. I've obtained 8 jobs so far and haven't been able to start not one. Okay? I do have a job that's coming up, but there's not enough people for a class. That'll be in 2 weeks. So until then, I'm fucking waiting, okay? So don't think that I'm just here laying around. There's literally nothing for me to do but clean. And I feel like I shouldn't have to explain myself. But a lot of you just have me misunderstood. I'm not this evil villain that everybody's picturing me as being, you know. I'm really not. I'm still healing. That's why I still cuss. I still, say things I shouldn't say. I still lash out because I'm still healing. I'm a work in progress. I didn't say I was fucking perfect. I never did say that. And if I gave that impression, I'm sorry. But I'm just very confident now. I never had confidence before. I have very low self-esteem, and anything that I've ever said on my Facebook when I was on a rampage, it wasn't directed to any of my friends. Nothing. And I know some of you all got offended. Some very close friends got offended, and I wasn't even talking to you. I wasn't. And I feel bad for that, because now I see it. Now I can go back and see what I did, what I said, and the wrong people got offended. I was talking to the bitches who've been hating on me this whole time. The ones that are trying to ruin my life. That's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking, I would never talk about anybody that I love. Never. Because I did have a lot of love for my friends that I had on Facebook, but I had to let them go because they were turning toxic on me, you know. Even though we don't talk that much, I only had people that I actually liked on my Facebook, you know. And I had to let them go because they just let it get to their head, and they were in their head that I was talking about them, and I wasn't even talking about them. So that's why I don't lash out anymore, because I don't want the wrong person to get offended, you know. And I'm sorry if you thought I said something about you. It wasn't about you. It was about those bitches. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.